Morning, morning. How's everyone doing? It's 8:27. We draw closer to the end of the month. All right, so big day today. We'll get the drama out of the way. All right, so the video will report after the close. All right, so kind of a lot of eyes on that. And what's the video doing here? It's see all the whole Mag 7 kind of moving, edging up, but not ripping by any stretch of the imagination. All right, so we'll start with this guy coming right back down right now. It's been choppy trading on the overnights as it should be. All right, so we're still stuck in that range, that 183, maybe like 184, 177 area. So we can't really get out of that right now. So if NVIDIA does what it's going to do and it's ripe, and then you'll see, that move back up to 200. They're probably that road won't be paved real well either, but I think that if it gets the numbers it needs to do, I think that can pick up this AI trade and see if that can carry us through the end of the year. Okay, and we still got good earnings from all our other sectors, and our diamonds, they're not great. They finally busted out and made the highs, and they went right back into their hole again. All right, so that's kind of that move. And even the small cappers, they got that really nice move, and then they immediately got the hangover again with Powell and rates and things like that. All right, so that's where we are this morning. So NVIDIA coming back down again, stuck inside that range right now. PLTR, same kind of situation here. Got back up to 164.17. Just looking at it from yesterday here, got it as high as 162.21. All right, so they stretched that pretty good. Still kind of messy on the daily, and ways off, still off the highs. All right, so like I said, coming back down. These two trade like Bobsey twins. All right, so you just saw the chart's the same way. All right, so Palantir coming back in a little bit, closed at 160. We're up near the top of that range from yesterday, so we'll see where things go from there. All right, and I've noticed that Tesla, I don't know, man, Tesla. It's had 3 nice days on the upside now, and finally got the month right. We're still hunting for 394. So there's still some sledding to do here, let's say. All right. So we'll see what the trade brings today. 352.31. So this thing it's been edging up pretty decently. It's just on these 60s on these 2 hours. You see the 2-2 up. Didn't really break and come down at all. Right? If you notice, these are the last 3 days right there, looking at the 2 hours. All right, so it's been a lot of green. You got one red in there that hasn't really pulled back at all now. So pulling back inside right now, a little bit slightly lower. To the downside on Tesla, I'm still stuck at that 330, 331 area for support levels if it starts to break down again. But if NVIDIA goes bad, then everybody gets off the boat. All right, so we'll see. All right, so there's your Tesla, AVGO. Everybody's in that range now. So you look at here, Avgo, same thing with the daily patterns here. All right, with the 212 back up, trying to get back up to there. All right, shooter back down, coming back in, stuck in. Look at the range. Here's the range right here over the 3 days. All right, and that 3 days is Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and now today we bring Wednesday. All right, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and here comes Wednesday. So kind of chop trade here on Broadcom. Not really telling us anything here, right? So stuck inside here. Shooter down on month. We'll see what happens, and you're inside with the week there. So we'll see. All right. So Avgo, that's your Avgo. Microsoft, same thing here. Same thing. This has been more of a puker than anything else. You got that inside month, and you're 2 down on the week. All right, so Microsoft has not been able to do anything really. It's been eroding, if anything, coming back down. All right, so now this morning she's back up to 503. She's really stuck inside this 3-day pattern that I keep showing you here. Now looking at these 2-hour frames, so you see it, 2-2 now. We get a reversal there yesterday. Okay, and we're getting a little follow through now this morning at 503.77. So we're slightly higher there. All right, but it's needles and pins, all right. So there's your Microsoft. Google, same thing. Chop on the 3-day. 2-2 up, 2-2 down, 2-2 up, 2-2 down, and then really horrible yesterday. It just didn't know where it wanted to go yesterday. All right, so that was just a chop up all day. All right, so that's our Google. We got to look at AMD. Advanced Micro Devices really tied into NVIDIA a lot too. So if NVIDIA doesn't do well, a lot of these stocks will not. All right, AMD coming down, taking some profits from the overnight. That's all this is. They were higher, and then they got a spike, and then that was it. All right, so coming back down right now on AMD, again, stuck with the daily pattern, and there's your 3-day. Monday was the day where it tried to get back at the end of the day, and then you get the big open on, got the higher high here for the 3-day, and then just come back in and chopped up. All right, so there you go. AMD, we talked about Tesla, Amazon. It's all about the tech right now, and that's just the way it is, all right? So 222 on Friday was the big day, right? And then you got the 222 up, and then, settled in. I like to finish yesterday with the 22 back up, a little bit of a follow through. We were up to 229.34, but we have backed off a little bit to 228.60. All right, so chop shop. Look at the daily. All right, tells you everything right there. All right, and now we'll take a couple looks at these Palo Altos and our. These things have been chopping all year. I mean, you just look at the monthlies. You see what I see, right? It's just been an absolutely choppy year for these guys. Now, are they going to turn it around for the next 4 months of the year and try to get things back going? Well, Palo Alto does have a nice month going on here, and we're going to get a new month on Tuesday. All right, so we're going to see if we can start to take these guys back up again now. Chop trade. All right, if this chop trade continues, they might just keep going like that throughout the rest of the year. But I got to think they got to start shoring up some of these cybers. All right, so and I see this right here coming back down. That's again some profit taking from there. All right, so PANW, there you go. Got that one. Rapid. Rapid. I like where Rapid's coming from. It's been down all year. It's been red all year. It's been horrible all year. It's been crap all year. And now you got an outside month on the low of the year. So that can maybe create change, but it's going to take some time to work this baby out, all right? You're going to get that 3-1 inside here on the monthly. I mean, I don't see anything moving out fast. All right, still 2-1 inside, a 1-1 on the week. So a lot of consolidating right now could lead to more puking. All right, so Rapid 7. Again, it's not time for us to want to be in there because we're just going to get triangled out. All right. And then what's the other one that I was looking at here? CrowdStrike, CRWD. Another one with the 2-2 month down. It keeps trying to rally, and you just see what happens, right? It gets up, it pukes. It gets up, it pukes. It gets up, it pukes. All right. 421 higher now this morning. Don't be fooled. All right. 436.60 to get out of the 2 week pattern. Now that looks like damn well impossible to move, but we'll see. We'll see. And I'm back on that Tesla again. It's made a move here. They pushed it up pretty good. I'm not sold on that one right now. He should start focusing on making cars that are affordable and start moving more vehicles and quit worrying about Apple and all this other crap that he's involved with. So that's my thoughts there. CrowdStrike, there you go. Apple, yeah, they got the money, and it came right back down. Right? They got the Trump helped them out. They got them moving, and then they come back down. So 229. I think this is really stuck in this range. Look at this. Look at this Apple right here. Now yesterday was a good day up because they were talking about that Perplexity, and they're trying to figure out their AI issues. Okay. I'm gonna start calling artificial intelligence all in. All right, because it's all in. All right, so AI, there you go. Sorry, Apple, there you go. CBRL, that's either this company is the stupidest company that ever existed, or this was the most brilliant move that they ever made by changing the logo and going back. They've been in the press for 2 days, man. The place is, and it's coming out of the wormhole back on the highs. I don't know. Somebody's a genius over there at Cracker Barrel. It's like, oh my God, they took the logo down, they triangled it out, and then they triangled it out again. And now they're coming out of the wormhole really good. They're back up to $60. Their stock's better than it was way before any of this business started. So Cracker Barrel, I don't know. Maybe there's a genius over there. I don't know. All right. So it's all how you play it in the social media world. It's like don't believe what you hear, don't believe what you see, just don't believe anything. Right? So CBRL, that's a pretty genius move there, I think. Okta, that's another one of our cybers. So keep an eye on that one. This one's been coming down, $96 again. It gapped up the other day, and nothing became of it. 2 back down. So now we're going to go back up again. Look at this thing, Chop Shop, man. All right, look for the Chop Shop to continue. Look at the weeklies. Okay, look at them. The months are coming down. At least something's showing us a sign. It's coming down on the monthlies. Okay, that is for sure. Salesforce, CRM, still down 27% for the year. Trying to fight back, trying to get this thing back. I've made some money in this thing. But this thing keeps chopping out too. So again, maybe down 27% for the year, folks. All right, it's going to be hard for this thing to get back. It's fighting back right now on the monthly. Look at it; it still can't get the week going. It had that 2-2 move up on the week, and then everything stalls out again. All right, so it's the whole world hinges on one stock. Oh my, the drama. All right, so we'll see. Palantir's a little better this morning. NVIDIA is still stuck in that range. I'm going from 177 to 184. And right now she's a little bit better. She's trading at 182.33. I'd say it's going to probably be pretty close to the vest here trading today, waiting for that number to come out. and we'll see what happens. All right, I'm not going to talk about too much other stuff because this is the only thing that we're talking about. I like the Cracker Barrel story. I got to get over to Wisconsin over there on the border and get some cheese over there. These guys are brilliant. All right. Donut is in the news today. Krispy Kreme trying to get it back up here 2-1 with the inside month, but this is another one just kind of been chopping out. Here's your 3-day. Had the nice day up. It's actually kind of been holding those gains a little bit. Donut, I wouldn't be surprised to see Donut turn around and get this thing maybe get going again here with the week up right now. All right, it is 2 week up right now, so we'll see. We'll see what Krispy Kreme wants to do. You maybe go get a nice donut. All right, and so I'm going to leave it there. All right, and then at lunchtime, I won't talk about anything about tech. I'll talk about other stuff. All right, so trade smart. Be good.